Say it again.
With the horse analogy.
No,
Horse falls, and the energy has to go somewhere,
yeah.
and which creates the voltage.
Pixelate my face
It's actually a good analogy.
Okay, if you look, this one, primary resistance, 0.3 to 0.6 ohms, almost nothing. Okay, so this wire comes in, has almost no resistance, goes around here a couple of times, comes out here and ground. Okay, secondary resistance, 8 to 11,000 ohms. There's that many more wires in here. Okay.
Oh, I gotcha.
So you have this current that's flowing through here, the voltage, current and voltage, flowing through the primary windings, and it's charging that magnetic field into the secondary.
So
Even
even
though
when
the
it
secondary-
collapses, all that energy goes somewhere.
Right.
It goes into the secondary.
You're reducing a voltage into the secondary winding
It's
by
almost like a
collapsing the magnetic field.
So it's almost like a transformer.
Transformers are a little bit different. This this would be closer to induction
Okay.
because you're inducing a voltage into a wire that creates the necessary voltage to
So
jump
you're
the spark
creating
plug.
the current, and when you collapse the current, all the energy has to go somewhere.
Right.
And it turns into
Well,
voltage.
it creates the energy.
Creates the energy.
It creates the energy that is in this magnetic field, and then when it all collapses and starts to go back down, as the magnetic lines of flux are moving, they're inducing the voltage into the secondary winding.
Does that have to go somewhere?
Right. It's not so much that it has to go somewhere; it's that it's creating the voltage.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And amps across the spark plug are almost
So,
nothing.
did everybody hear his question?
No.
Okay, so he asked in disassembly, why do they always tell you to change out the screws?
Well, this thing says, in the book it says, if you have to replace these things with new, if you open it up for any reason, whether you're inspecting or overhauling or replacing parts, they say you have to replace the bearings, all the screws, the E-clip or the retaining clip, and then the plate, the data plate. Understand?
Okay, so for our purposes, if it's good, you put it back in, right?
Right.
Okay, for most purposes, when you do that, they do that just to avoid any stripping, any parts being bad, so they know brand new parts are in there and it's gonna work efficiently. So you could say the bearing's good, but he could say it's bad. That way, they just make you change them all together. Now, when you run your own shop and you wanna do that at risk, that's your choice.
You signed it off.
But you sign it off. Most people still send their magnetos out to be overhauled. Believe it or not, they still do that. You as a mechanic can do it, but a lot of shops send them out to an actual specialty place that does them, just like your carburetors and so forth. But that's the reason why they do that, for those purposes.